Hello and welcome. This is Anjolie with Cosmic Vibes Tarot, and if this is your first time here, welcome. And if my readings happen to resonate with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and tap the notification bell for future uploads. If you are already a subscriber, thank you and welcome back. Please note that all readings are timeless and are for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, Venus, and cross watchers, unless otherwise specified. Videos that are not for the individual zodiac signs are for the general collective, and when you see the video, it is the right time. By clicking subscribe, liking my channel, and leaving a comment, you show love and support for my channel, and I thank you for that. Thanks for watching, and brightest blessings. Okay, so if you're wondering why the cards are already laid out on the table, it's because I got a special request to do a reading for a gentleman about his living situation. Now, I will not mention names for privacy's sake, but I will send this personally to him. Anyway, this is using the Gilded Reverie Lenormand deck. And I've really been having a lot of fun with this deck. I mean, look at the imagery. It's just beautiful. Okay, so let's get on with this. The question was whether or not he should stay at his current place of residence. And right here in the center, you can see we have a choice that he has to make. He's got to make a decision of which way to go. So I'm going to start up here. And now, the moon card tells me that he's very, very passionate about it. And it's invoking feelings in him that can go either way. But what he's feeling right now is he really could use a little bit of luck concerning his finances. Finding something more affordable, or maybe even finding his own place that he could afford. Per our conversation, I won't go into details, but I'll give a little bit of background information as needed. So, moving forward, we come to this middle row here where we have his choice is to stay in this building where he may feel isolated and shut in, like he can't be himself. And he wants that to end. He wants something better. He wants to be able to be who he is, his authentic true self. So he wants that to end. But what I see down here at the root of it all is that his happiness will be taken away if he does choose to stay. Okay? Staying in this predicament will only cause the situation to deteriorate. Okay, so we're going to look at this from a different angle now. Now, I've read each of these lines horizontally, and to go even deeper, looking at this first line, it also tells me that this man, he felt pretty lucky to find this place when he first moved in. And now he's at the point of considering his choices. You know, should he leave the place and find his own or stay? But according to this row, if he ends his stay there, it could undermine his happiness. So, this is something to think about. I mean, like I said, the mice take away happiness of the man. Okay? So, if I look at this in a different direction, now let's use this as the past, present, and future. In the past, he felt like it was a good idea to stay at this place. It made him happy to have this place. And I know this from conversations with him about how he was dressing up his room and making it nice. So there was a passion about that. He was feeling really good. Okay. Now this second row, considering that he wants to move out, he may be thinking that he has a good opportunity, but it's not. Again, mice take away. So here we have mice taking away the luck. They take away the happiness. All right. And then in this last row, again, remember this meant money. It looks like his finances will take a big hit if he decides to move. Meaning you're probably going to have to pay more for a place of your own. Or you'll have to pay extra bills, and you may incur other expenses that were unforeseen. Okay, now let's look at this one more direction. Since you are here, that's the man. In this direction, it tells me that you're at an emotional and financial crossroad. And so you really need to make a choice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my trusty Rider-Waite deck, and I'm going to pull some confirmation cards just to find out what each card has to say individually for this person. So we're going to put that. And then we have the next card. Too many cards. We need some clarity on this situation. Aha. Here we go. Oh, cards dropping everywhere. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay, so that one goes there. Let's see if I can get the cards to drop on the table. Okay. Here we go. Perfect. This is better. All we have to do is ask the universe to cooperate with us, and it does. All right. One card, please, for this house, the House of the Sun. Oh, and I'm using all the other cards that I laid down as houses. So whatever card falls on the card, that's the house it's in. It's what it represents. And this is how I'm going to derive the clarifying meaning of each card to help this individual make a decision as to whether or not to move or stay. You know, it's kind of cold right now. We're in the cold months. It's December and it's really cold outside. So I personally would not want to move in the middle of winter. But if you don't have much to take with you, then I guess that's okay. Okay, so here we go. In the house of the moon, this is his work, fame, and reputation. Now, what he would really like is a new start. He would really like his cup running over, and that's amazing. We've got the moon, and then we have the Ace of Cups, and he would really like to be handed something great, something new, a new beginning. Okay, so then in the House of Clover, the House of Luck, we have the Two of Wands reversed, and he's still undecided. So being indecisive can by itself cause a lot of stress on people. I know. But even being indecisive is making a decision. So it would be better to decide one way or another, and that's what we're going to get at. So the Five of Swords, this is a card of conflict. It's a card at winning the game, but at what cost? And this is in his house of money. Okay, so my interpretation of this is, what's it going to cost him to make the move if he moves? It could go one of two ways, of course. It could be better. He might find something that's more affordable, but then he's going to be left with more responsibility. Or he could stay there and find a compromise, find solutions to his living situation. Okay, now, and this is basically, since it's on the top level, I'm going to say this is his in his mind, what he's thinking in his mind. Is it going to benefit me to stay here or move? Okay, so again, we are undecided on which is going to be better, and hopefully we're going to get clearer as we go along. So now, under the Tower, which represents his it stands for institutions and government buildings, large buildings. We have the Four of Wands, which is a foundational card, because we have, and oh, look at this, we even have 1111 here, and a 2 here. So it's interesting. This is a portal. So this building is a portal for what I see for him. It's a way for him to learn some things. It's a happy place if he chooses it to be. Because this card alone stands for marriages, parties, celebrations. So maybe he could learn to celebrate the fact that he does have a roof over his head, in lieu of the fact that there are a lot of people out there who wish they had what he had. Okay, so looking at this from a different perspective, why not celebrate the fact that you have a roof over your head? Okay. You know, I heard someone say one time, when they were asked if they had any regrets about the choices they made, the woman said, I have no regrets. I can speak today. Yes, I can. She said she had no regrets. She made choices, and she dealt with the results. You know, we make choices. We deal with what happens after that. Don't regret making the choice. You would have never known. Okay, so now in the House of Choices, we have the Page of Cups. Now, the message here is to use your intuition. Okay, my dear friend, whom I'm reading this for, your intuition will serve you well when it comes to making this decision. And quite honestly, no one can make the decision for you. You have to make that decision on your own. You have to follow your heart, follow your intuition, follow what your mind says, and take that path. Everything happens for a reason. And then under the House of Endings, we have the Six of Swords. Now, this card indicates that it might be better for you to move on. Okay? Now, if you want an answer, I'm not telling you to move out, but if you were to try to come up with an answer in the tarot, this card does indicate moving away from something that's troubling you. As you can see in this card, we have choppy waters over here, and we have calm, clear, serene waters over here, and they are moving in that direction. So they're moving away from the negativity. They're moving away from all of the the stuff that brings them down and makes them unhappy. So it's possible that you could do better by moving out. However, my advice would be to make sure that you have everything in place. Don't just move on a whim. Make sure you look for the right place, research everything, know exactly what you're getting yourself into. Make sure that if you don't want to have to pay extra bills every month, make sure you get a place that's got all the bills included. And things like that. Make sure you know how much of a deposit there is. Can you smoke in the house, in the apartment, or whatever? All the things that you're having issues with now at this time, those are the things that you want to pay attention to when looking for another place. Okay, so in your house of success and happiness, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and it is reversed. Now, what I see here is you've not accumulated all of the practical knowledge you need in order to move. Okay, and this could be a stumbling block for you. So again, this kind of clarifies what I just said about making sure that you know what you're getting into before you make the move. In your house of theft, and this is what mice means in the Lenormand deck. This is theft and decay. It's, if you think about mice, what do? They come in, they gnaw through things. These are things that are gnawing at you, and it's like this has been gnawing away at you for some time now. So in your house of the mice, we have the Page of Wands, and this is a message for you to get creative. Get passionate about what you want, and start speaking out into the universe how you would love to have something better, something more. And finally, in your house of you, because here you are at the bottom of this reading, okay? And since you are here, I see you have put all of this behind you now, okay? And this card is the Six of Wands, and it represents a victory for you. So, on that note, I would say moving would probably be in your best interest, my dear friend. Again, with the caveat of making sure that you know everything you need to know. Consult with people that are more knowledgeable in areas that you might not be. Make sure you have enough money set aside. Make sure you've got everything that you're going to want to have in your new place of residence. And that is all I have for you. So, happy holidays. Namaste. Thank you for watching. And as always, this has been Anjolie with Cosmic Vibes Tarot. Happy holidays again. And I'll see you the next time.